Hello, everybody. This is TomatoGrass. Thank you for tuning in to this second episode of The Wizard Room, a show where we talk about virtual pinball, high scoring strategies, and show off some high-level gameplay. Today, I got another panel of great friends. Let's introduce the panel. We've got on the top left corner, we have got my good friend, KaoticBPR. Chaotic, you were actually one of the very first people that I was corresponding with when I got this machine a year ago. And great to have you here. Love your show. And I hope you're doing really well tonight, my friend.
Thank you. So glad to be here, man.
Great. On the top right, we have got a man who's really making a name for himself in the AtGames pinball streaming community, Chalatalove. Great to see you, man. Hope you're doing well tonight, my friend.
Doing great, TomatoGrass. Thanks for having me on, brother.
No problem. And then on the bottom right, last but certainly not least, the guy who nearly had my number, if you guys are watching Battle of the Streamers last season, took me to the wire. My good friend Scoaljo, you see him on the top of a lot of the leaderboards. Hope you're doing good tonight, my friend.
I'm great, man. What's up, everybody? Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. So tonight, guys, we are going to be talking about this pinball pack that didn't all come out at the same time, okay? We're talking about the Rare Pinball pack, okay? And it's going to be a doozy, all right? So for those of you who aren't familiar, the Rare Pinball pack, here, let me go ahead and I'll talk for a second. The Rare Pinball pack, AtGames got this licensing from Rare Microsoft to get these 3 IPs. It's Sea of Thieves, Battletoads, and Killer Instinct. Now, Sea of Thieves, we got first, and this was months ago. You guys, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Was it last year? I mean, it was months ago. And then we just got the last 2, Battletoads and Killer Instinct, just a couple days ago. And I've been playing them a lot. And the community is, I wouldn't even say it's split. There's a lot of words being tossed around. But tonight, it's impossible to talk about these tables without sharing our opinion. So I'm sure we're all going to have our opinion. And I certainly have an opinion, which I think is probably different than most people. But we're going to go around and everybody is going to have their opinion. And then we will be talking about how to play these games and how to get some high scores. But first thing I want to do is I want to go over to Chalatalove. Chalatalove. We got these 2 new tables, Battletoads and Killer Instinct, a couple days ago. When you got these, what was your first reaction?
My first reaction, I was excited. I was excited for him, man. I mean, we've been waiting for him for quite a while, and the anticipation, the build up to him and whatnot. It was kind of one of those things of relief. Finally, we got them. Yay! They're finished cooking. We're gonna get to play these things, that everybody's been talking about. And my first impressions of them, I got them the very first, the minute they came out. I had them downloaded. They were on the ready for me to play. I played Battletoads first, and I liked the way it played. I liked the physics of it, the speed of it, the speed of the ball. I liked the way it played. I played Killer Instinct, and I wasn't as impressed with Killer Instinct at first. I didn't like the physics. I didn't like the slowness. It just didn't feel right to me. So those were my two first impressions with them. Do you want my impression? What I think of them now, or what I thought of them then?
Yeah, we'll get to the now, but
we'll get to that part.
Go around the panel here first.
That's what those were my first thoughts.
Yeah, of course. I want to go to Chaotic. You actually had quite unique experience that most of us weren't privy to. You actually got to play test these and saw the progression, or if you want to call it that. You saw the beginning, the middle, and the end. I'm not sure when you got onto it, but you saw a lot of the progression. What do you think of the final product? And by the way, guys, and before you go off, Chaotic has a great show called Yo Retro. He did. If you guys please go ahead and subscribe to his channel. He and half a dozen have a weekly show called Yo Retro. And his last episode, I know you did a deep dive on what you thought, but some of the people here might not have seen it. So without going too hard, what do you make of the final product?
I feel like there's so much more they could have done to. I mean, I know people were waiting long enough, but I just felt like during that waiting period, there wasn't that much more development that they were doing. I think they were just trying to get what they could get approved by Microsoft and Rare. Like, hey, is this okay? Is this good? Can we use this asset, that asset? And it really wasn't about the scripting or the way that the tables flowed anymore. So when it came to like the final product, I was like, damn, there's so much more y'all could have done compared to, from when I play tested it, because I've been play testing it for what, 6 months, 3 months. 3 months I've been play testing it. And it started out, I was like, wow, these are really good. These are blowing my expectations away, to the point where the more like software updates that they pushed out for it, firmware updates they pushed out for these tables, I was like, okay, I see where you're going, but there's a couple of things that I suggested that y'all do that y'all just completely ignored, especially with the slingshot power on the extra slingshots on the sides on Killer Instinct. I was like, turn that down, because it's just a giant bouncy house. So,
Yeah. So Scoaljo, I want to go to you. It's funny. So like recently in a lot of these games that we've been playing lately, it seems that you've been running into every glitch possible. Now, I know that.
Yeah, I don't know why.
In our Discord, you posted that you ran into an issue on Battletoads. Does stuff like that, like I maybe call it bad luck, but does stuff like that change your opinion on on new releases that come out? And what do you think of these in general?
So my initial thoughts were that they were pretty good tables. They weren't super deep like Sea of Thieves. I was hoping they'd be a little bit deeper. But that being said, I think they're fun for somebody to get right into compared to Sea of Thieves, which is really deep. And yeah, the flow is great. You do have to nudge though, which is tough. It's tough for a new player to get in there and nudge. But yeah, I mean, I really like Killer Instinct over Battletoads, I think. I know the community's way split on those two things, but I will say that Killer Instinct I have not experienced a bug on yet, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, the Tomb Raider tables, which I know we're not talking about tonight, and then the Battletoads table, I ran into a few bugs. So that does affect my opinion a little bit when it happens right as I download the table. But the more I play it, and the more I play real pinball, you get real glitches in real pinball. Sometimes the ball goes somewhere that gets caught. So does it upset me too much? Not really. So that's how I feel about the bugs.
I got you. Yeah, I just thought that was really funny, because it was just like, I know that you posted about the Tomb Raiders, and it was like right when Battletoads came out, it's like there he is again, stuck again.
Yeah.
It's like the ball is constantly stuck somewhere. Just
Yeah, yeah.
I'll chalk that up to some really bad luck, but you know, it's kind of a testament to some of these things. It's like I don't know how some like, and yeah, and it's true. You know, you go play at a real pinball tape machine. You know, it's the ball's gonna get stuck. You know, that's something that you're never gonna avoid. But you would think in some of these digital games, some of the times it just seems like there's no way they haven't run into some of these things. But you know, I digress.
Yeah.
Before I give my opinion, I want to shout out some of the people that are here. I don't have the fancy thing where I can have the text come up. I'll have somebody help me do that one of these times. We got Mikey Yoon and Papa Brad. Stop nudging me. Hey, Chaotic's in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. We got Mad Ben Han, Retro Tech, and Mad Ben Han were on last week. If you guys didn't see that, we played Tomb Raider last week. I thought that was really fun. We got Meatball Saucy and Wingo. Good to see all of y'all. My opinions. So, like I said, I think that my opinion on these is a little different. And I'll preface it by saying this, okay? And I think this is an important thing that a lot of people that probably haven't bought this pack yet, this is something that you would probably want to know. I have never played Killer Instinct. I've never played Battletoads. I've never played Sea of Thieves. Okay? So when I bought these games, okay, I don't have that nostalgia. I don't have that familiarity. I don't have that expectation of what these games could and honestly should be. Okay, when I look into what these games are, and common sense, you know, there's some things that a fighting game should have featured on a pinball machine. You know, a little better than it probably is implemented. But I want to preface what my opinion on it by saying that I have not played these games, so I have no expectation. And because of that, when I played these, I wasn't looking at these tables in the perspective of how did they look, how did they sound. I mean, obviously that's important. That's important to any game. And obviously, if you're going to spend the money on an IP, you should respect that, right? I get that. But I really played these games with the mind of, are they fun? And do I like the design of the table? And do I like how you get a high score on it? And that's why I think Battletoads is probably one of the coolest multi-ball ways to get a multi-ball and ways that you score in a multi-ball that Magic Pixel has done in a long time. And I really like on Killer Instinct how you have to complete the fight, and then you get the 2-ball multi-ball, and you can and then it's like game time, right? When you're in that 2-ball multi-ball, that's where you're going to score. Okay, whatever, all this other getting combos, that's cool. Everybody wants to hear combo breaker, right? Getting that's cool, but I like that where you're grinding it out, and then you get to a point where you're gonna score. Now I'm sure some of you guys will disagree, and I know when I watched your show, Chaotic, I know that you guys, you have played these games. You do have a place in your heart for a game like Killer Instinct, but. So, what do you think about the fact that, I would almost say that, I almost kind of wish they did these tables without these, they could have just did these for different IPs. I like these games, and I feel like it's being overshadowed by how people are being let down by the IPs. Can you see that opinion on that?
No, I never really thought about it that way, but yeah, absolutely. It could have been easily anything else, IP wise or original. Like we just found out with the July calendar, not even 20 minutes ago. Was it Firefighters, whatever?
Right.
New original table. It could have been named that, and it probably would have had a totally different perspective for a lot of people. It's just, when it comes to nostalgia and the people who know about Killer Instinct and Battletoads, especially from the 90s, that does weigh a lot of people's opinion, especially when you go out and you get, look at real pinball machines and they get these IPs like Harry Potter, and for instance, great IP, could be the shittiest table in the world, but it's not. But in real life, but it just, if the IP really matters to you, it does, it does construe your opinions on things. It's not as good as I want it to be.
Right. And I see a lot of people in the chat, making some good points too. Like, yeah, like, and that's why I'm saying that, like, that's why my opinion is the way that it is. But that's definitely a bias for me, is because, you know, I totally understand how people felt let down. They felt like, you know, that what could have been and isn't. And I like, and I totally understand that. But like I said, I'm looking at these games like, you know, I'm thinking of some other games like, you know, that Magic Pixel made, like The Legend of Kage or Frontline or Darius. I had never played those games, and I couldn't care less about those games. But those are great pinball tables. Okay, that's my opinion. So
it's a damn good perspective.
You know what I mean? Like that's why it's like and Mikey makes a really good point. The fact that we waited so long for these, dude, you got people that actually were waiting for these specific IPs, dude. Your expectations must have been through the roof, and that's why, like, you know, my perspective is kind of unique because I didn't have that. But definitely, I totally understand, guys. Don't take it the wrong way. Don't take it like, oh, I think these are great, and I think that you guys are wrong. Like, I'm coming at it from a different angle. Chalatalove, did you have any sort of have you played these games in the past? Did you have any sort of nostalgia with these?
No, absolutely not.
Or was this kind of like
I never played. Yeah, I never played any of the video games to these, so that's kind of I went at them the same way. You know, I just wanted to go at them how the table played. You know, I had no expectations of how the video game played or how it related to the table or any of that other stuff. I just wanted to see how high a score I can make on the table, pretty much. So that's how I played them. So, and I agree with you guys. I mean, it's I had no expectations, and
gotcha.
That's
Scoaljo, did you have any expectations with these, or were you just coming in them with an open mind, or are you in the camp where, you know, like, because I know Battletoads maybe not so much. I don't know anybody. I don't know if I've met anybody that's like a super diehard Battletoads fan, but Killer Instinct is one that I feel like a lot of people were. You know, that's a big one, and it's something that I feel like At Games really needed to step up to the plate here. Like Magic Pixel really needed to knock this out of the park, because they're getting these IPs that, quite frankly, you know, would think would be kind of hard to get. You know, and if you're looking into the future, like, are they going to make another pack? Well, it really would have depended on how well they did here. Were you did you have any sort of expectations like that, or were you coming in with an open mind like me?
So I was coming in with an open mind. I didn't know what Killer Instinct or Battletoads would look like in pinball form. I was a big fan of Killer Instinct growing up. I played Battletoads a little bit, but played a ton of Killer Instinct. And I didn't know what I was looking for. And when it was released, it was pretty cool. I like it. I think it does actually, now that I've gotten some more time with it, it does stand up to the IP with the gameplay in Battletoads and Killer Instinct. I like progressing through trying to do the fights. I like progressing trying to get through the stages. But I think they just feel like a Killer Instinct 1, Battletoads 1 table. I think there's a lot that could be improved. And I think if they do sell enough and they make a Killer Instinct 2 or a Battletoads 2, I think they could add on a lot of cool features to that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot from people around the community. You know, Chaotic and Half a Dozen were talking about stuff that they wish was there. I saw House of Hounds at the end of his stream, he was talking about, oh, you could have done this, you could have done that. And it's a shame that, you know, I don't know how many people are giving them opinions, but it just feels like, man, there's a lot of good ideas out there, and it's kind of almost just like they're just doing what they feel like. But one thing that I do wanted to, before we get into talking about actually scoring on this table, is addressing what a lot of people are saying, and I'm totally not downplaying this at all. It is really strange, and that I don't like the fact. Nobody should like the fact that we paid full price for these months ago and waited this long. There is no excuse to it, and we're not going to talk about it. Everybody has the same opinion on that. I don't think there's a single person out there that doesn't feel the same way that every single other person feels about that. So I don't think we need to go into it. But yes, it was not good, and I hope that they are listening to what people have to say about that, because it wasn't good. All right, so let's actually get to some meat and potatoes of these games. We have our opinions, love it or hate it. We're playing these games tonight, guys. All right. So let the people know if we're gonna play Battletoads, right? Which it's one of my favorite as far as a way a table works. One of my favorite Magic Pixel games. Okay, I've found that game's all about multi-ball. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to go around to y'all and see like if you guys have found any sort of exploits. But as far as I can tell, you hit the drop targets, you get the balls locked, and you go for as many multi-balls as you can. I did see that there is that one loop. I don't even know what it's next to the Zitz Million. And it's that one center loop that you can actually get if you hit that multiple
turbo
times in a row.
tunnel loop.
Yeah, it's the tunnel loop. Yeah, if you hit that multiple times in a row, you can get millions. But I feel like multi-ball is the way to go. What would you say, Chalatalove? Would you say that in your experience, is that the way to go?
Yeah, in my experience, that's absolutely the way to go. Multi-ball, and once you got multi-ball going, man, just shooting for the center. Shooting for those center loops that just keep bringing that ball back around to you and set you up for the next loop, for the next center shot. That's what I go for. Center shots and multi-ball.
Gotcha. One thing that I want to address on that Battletoads game is ball saves. Okay. Now this has a unique feature where the ball save, just to activate it out of the blue, is you got to hit those 3 drop targets on the right, or not those 3 spot targets on the right. Okay, and you got to hit. You can't just hit 1 3 times. You have to hit each individual one. I think that's pretty unique. And one thing about this game that I've noticed when I've been playing, that maybe some people don't see it that way, because a lot of people are mad, not mad, but upset that it's a game where, it's got these modes and these bosses that you have to play, but they're not worth anything.
Yeah.
For me, I've found, especially the first 2 or 3. I mean, if you're gonna get 600 million in that game, you can do that with only going through the first 2 bosses if you're smart about it. But what I've found is that first boss, like, you got to hit that one orbit 3 times, or no, you got to hit the spot targets, the mad spot targets 3 times.
Mhm.
I've found, and maybe you guys don't see this the same way, but you can try it out. I almost see that first mode, because I can complete that in 10 seconds, is a way to, like, if I'm really far away from getting that ball save on the left side, and the second rat pops up, I'll be like, if I start that, I'm gonna get my ball save, and I can complete that mode in 10 seconds, and that's a free 20 seconds of a ball save. Now you can get into a really weird, you can get into a spot where, if you can't complete the mode or you get stuck, then you can be in trouble, because you're not going to get any progress towards those drop targets and those locks. What's been your experience with any of the modes and those rat spot targets? I know that, and I'm talking to you, Scoaljo. I've noticed when I've hit some of those rat spot targets, man, like, first of all, they're not easy. They're not the easiest to see. Like, they don't like really stand out, right?
You're right.
The ball can be flying, and then all of a sudden it's going in another direction. Have you noticed that?
I have. And sometimes the ball just dies when it hits the rats.
Yep.
So and you're going around the loop, and if you nudge it into a rat, it could mess your game up. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to see it. I do wish they were illuminated a little better. Yeah.
Gotcha. And
I get the ball dying on the flipper sometimes too. It just hits the flipper and just dies. It's weird.
Mhm.
Yeah. One thing about me is that, like, on Zen games, I know people talk about the floaty physics in Magic Pixel, but one thing that Zen does is dead flips work almost every time. If the ball is coming at many directions to the flipper, you can very easily tell that ball is going to dead flip over. And I'm telling you, sometimes on these Magic Pixel games, man, you would swear the ball's got enough momentum to dead flip off, and you let it fall, you let it go, and it just goes down the middle, and you look like an idiot. You're like, well, I guess I just let the ball go for no reason. Brian, what do you think about like the layout? Like, do you think that there's anything on that Battletoads game? I know you have a specific thing that you don't like about Killer Instinct. Do you think that there's anything on this Battletoads game that seems unfair? That seems like, you could be doing really well, and then all of a sudden something happens, and you're like, well, that's just because it's badly designed.
Well, there's a couple things. Like, really, I know a lot of people, and Chalatalove, I watched your stream day one when this came out. That purple ramp throws it right into the slingshot, kind of throws you off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. So that's unique too. Like I don't know of any other table that does that. So it's like I don't know how to approach this, and it takes a little bit of like a little learning curve, right? The other thing would be probably let's say like if you don't hit a ball hard enough up a ramp, most likely when it's coming back down, if you don't nudge, it's going straight down the middle, and completely like neglecting that middle post too. Like it's just going to find its way between that middle post and your flipper.
Don't even get me started on the middle post.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started. But yeah, I've noticed. Yeah, it's across both Battletoads and Killer Instinct. A lot of these lanes that are coming down the middle, you just have to nudge it every time. Like it just becomes subconscious. You can only watch that ball go down the middle so many times before you say, "That's it. That was the last time I allow that to happen." I don't care if I nudge it and it starts going towards the out lane. At least I'll deal with it over there. I'm not dealing with this middle bullcrap. And one thing that you brought up is about how the one orbit goes to the slingshots, and this will lead into the Killer Instinct little section here before we get into some gameplay. One thing that I've started doing on a lot of these Magic Pixel games, and definitely on these, it really started with Mexico 86 Retro, one of my favorite soccer games. I know we got a lot of soccer games that came out, dude. I love that. I don't know. I just love that game. But one thing I learned when I was learning that game is a lot of these Magic Pixel games, the slingshots are angled to go right towards the out lanes. But if you can get it to where every time that ball is going to hit the slingshot, you nudge that side of the table, it will hit the ball a lot harder with that slingshot. Yeah. And a lot of times, like, one of the things on Killer Instinct is the ball hits the bottom slingshots and now it's going towards the top slingshots and then you're just in slingshot hell, right? Well, if you start nudging the ball when it goes into those slingshots, it's going to start going off into going more up into the play field. And you can get yourself out of some situations because sometimes you can tell when that ball is coming down in Killer Instinct. If you do nothing, I could sit there and watch the ball hit slingshots for 15 seconds. It just goes bang, 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 bang. And I don't want to do that. So that's something that if you guys have never tried that out, I would highly suggest throw in some nudges on these slingshots because you will not like the first time that you get it. That if you've never done it before, the first time you time that right, you'll be amazed how much more power that actually puts on the ball. And
it takes off.
Especially like that one slingshot that maybe you reminded me, Chaotic, is that one on Battletoads where you hit the loop and it goes and it hits the slingshot and every time it'll hit the left slingshot, it'll hit the right slingshot. Most of the time when it does that, it goes towards that out lane, the in lanes, but it's always like just not enough to get because if it went a little higher, it would be hitting those ball save spot targets. Well, if you hit that right, when it goes to hit that right slingshot, if you nudge it, now it's going up there. So something for you guys to try if you've never done that. And that's something that goes across a lot of these Magic Pixel games. I just wanted to throw that out there that not Zen, that non-existent. But on Magic Pixel, ever since Mexico 86 Retro, I've been throwing nudges on slingshots. Killer Instinct. Now that we're talking about slingshots, that's a slingshot lover's game. But like I said earlier, I think the reason why I like that game a lot is because I like having to progress through the fight, and I'm trying to hit with this one loop the entire time. And I really like that final Killer Instinct multi-ball. Now, when at first I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought it was just go for pit multi-ball the whole time. And I actually got like 300 million points doing just that. And then I was at the end of my one game and I was like, I'm going to get like 300 million. And then it goes Killer Instinct. And then two balls fly out and it's like 1 million, 2 million, 3, 4, 5, 10, 10, 10, 10. I'm like, whoa. So Brian or Chaotic, have you ever gotten to that Killer Instinct? And I'm talking like it's not just to get there. You got to get through all because it's one of those things where it's like it's not like a typical multi-ball where all the ramps are just lit and they're lit and then you just keep hitting them as many times as you want. They're progressive. Like a ramp, you hit it twice and then it's off, and you have to complete them all. And the real goal is like once you complete them all, you're getting 10 million points at a time. Have you ever encountered that?
I've rarely have encountered it. I've encountered it maybe 3 times out of the 3 months that I've play tested it, honestly, because honestly, man, like learning from you with the whole nudging into the slingshots, that opens my eyes big time. I was like, oh, I got to try that, because now I feel like my games can last longer, because I just
Right.
literally, man, it's just a ball drain and it's a nightmare. It's a bouncy house nightmare, and I'm just like, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I want to go somewhere else.
Well, what I will say is one of my favorite things about Battletoads. I mean, you can get a high score. I like that it's like I've got what I think I got the number 1 or 2 score on the backlash still. That game didn't take me that long. You're not sitting like that's one thing about a game like Sea of Thieves. Okay, I'm not arguing that it's a great game, but to get 1 billion points in that game, you're going to be playing for 60, 70 minutes. Okay, a good score on Battletoads. If you get to that multi-ball and you kick ass in that multi-ball, you can get a couple 100 million in minutes. So
Nice.
that's one of the things that I thought was really good highlight of these games. And even Killer Instinct, probably a little longer of a game. But again, if you get to that Killer Instinct multi-ball and you get it to where now every ramp that you're hitting is 10 million points, bro, it's like you're sitting there with nothing. And then 2 minutes later, it's like, I've got hundreds of millions. Chalatalove, have you ever gotten to that Killer Instinct multi-ball? And what about Pit multi-ball? Do you think with that Killer Instinct multi-ball that it's even ever worth it to go for Pit multi-ball anymore?
No, absolutely not. It's not worth going through. For me, not going through Pit, not getting the Pit multi-ball is going for that. You're going to drain a lot of times. So when it comes to Killer Instinct, I got the multi-ball and the 10 million shot jackpots this afternoon. Actually, I just put up I think a 300 million score on the backlash, and I did it that way, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I need to do that again. But I did it. I didn't figure it out. I was on the 3rd ball, so I'd really started racking up the points, and then of course I drained, and that was it. That was the end of the game. But I figured it out at the end on the 3rd ball, and that's definitely the way to go, man. Definitely the way to go. It feels really good, man, when you're hitting those shots and hitting those shots.
It's so
those balls fly all
satisfying.
over the place. Yeah.
When you get to that
That's
point.
awesome.
What about you, Scoaljo? Would you agree? Have you found anything else, or is that you kind of agree with that?
That's pretty much, I agree with that as well. That's pretty much the same. That Pit multi-ball is probably not worth it. If I have the lock open, then I'll shoot a ball in there. But I'd much rather go for the Killer Instinct mode. It sounds great. It's fun when you're in that Killer Instinct mode and you're hitting all those ramps and everything, and it's calling out your points. I like that a lot.
I like that it's the 2-ball multi-ball too.
Yeah, and one thing that's great about I don't know if I heard y'all talk about it, say it, but yeah, with the ball save on that, you can drain and you keep your ball save on that multi-ball. Hit multi-ball,
Yeah.
and that's the one thing that's hard about Battletoads is that half of your multi-ball strategy is, you want to make sure that you're keeping your ball save shots healthy. You don't want to get that to where you have to hit all 3, because then you're gonna be really focused on trying to get it and you're gonna lose. You're hoping that you're keeping that at least 1 or 2 shots in, and then at any point a ball can score it over there, and now you're good for another 30 seconds. But in that game, you lose your ball, your ball drains in your ball save, it's gone. And Killer Instinct multi-ball, you can, like when I got almost 800 million, I kept that multi-ball going for a good 15 minutes because you can keep that going, because a lot of your shots that are your jackpot shots are filling out the in lanes.
Yep.
So that's a really good, and that's one of the highlights for me on that table, is that you can score high in a short amount of time. Really quickly, before we get into the gameplay, we're going to go around the panel one more time. One piece of advice or one thing that you would tell somebody to, think about it this way about these games that they're playing them for the first time. And right before I get into that, I do want to address, Papa Brad asks, do you think that these were priced correctly if you were buying them for $35? Or I think we paid 25 if we bought them a long time ago, but 35 now.
Yeah.
I don't know. What I will say, watch us play them tonight and make your own opinion. I can't say whether or not whether that's too much or too little. I enjoy them. For what I've spent, I've already got my money's worth. That's what I'll have to say. So let's go around the panel. Chaotic BPR, if you had to give one piece of advice, what would you say?
I mean, do like TomatoGrass's advice really is just go in at it with an open mind and forget about the nostalgia. And I think you'll have a lot better experience than judging every single bit about the artwork and the music and the gameplay. Just enjoy the game for what it is.
Absolutely. And that's when I went in with that, like, that's why I'm like, I see everybody's opinions and I'm like, I totally get it, but that's just not how I feel. I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun, guys. At the end of the day, that's what isn't that what we're trying to do here? Have a little bit of fun. I had fun.
Yep.
I do not regret the money. I am not happy that it took so long. Everybody's not happy about that. I'm not saying anything and nobody's said, but I've enjoyed it. What about you, Chalatalove?
And this goes for any Magic Pixel table, but this pack particularly, get used to your nudges. Really, really practice your nudges, especially back and forth from flipper to flipper. You really need to get that down. That technique is going to really advance and raise your scores, hands down.
All right, and like I said, last but certainly not least, Scoaljo. I'm looking for you to get up there on Killer Instinct tonight, my friend. But if you were going to be giving somebody a brand new coming into these tables, tell them one thing, what would you think that they need to know?
Yeah, I ignore the IP, first of all. If you like the IP, great. Ignore it. It's not going to play like Killer Instinct or Battletoads, but it's a heck of a lot of fun. And yeah, Chalatalove is right. You got to nudge on these tables. I actually think these are great tables to learn how to nudge on. It's really going to help you out.
Absolutely, like we touched on, yeah. Because you're if you're not nudging, guys, you are gonna watch the ball go down the middle. You are gonna watch the ball hit a slingshot and go somewhere that's stupid. You will see it. So absolutely, Scoaljo is 100% right. If you're watching us tonight, you're probably going to see some things. If you're not privy to nudging, you're probably going to be like, wow, how did that ball? Why is it going over there? Whenever I played, it's going over there. Just pay attention. You're going to be seeing a lot of different play styles, a lot of nudging going on tonight, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So what's going to happen now is we're going to do a brief little thing where I get off this. I'm going to start my stream and I'm going to do like 5 minutes of gameplay. Give y'all some time to start your streams, and then we're going to do the 3-person at a time frenzy. It's going to be really good, guys. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back and showing you some high-level gameplay. All right, let me go ahead. Let me just fix this really quick because every time I turn that camera off, I gotta restart it. But it's all good. Everybody in the chat, I see all your opinions, and I respect them because, like I said right from the very beginning, I'm probably one of the worst people to ask about these specific tables because I haven't played those other games. I've never played Battletoads or Killer Instinct. So I came into it with a completely different mindset than a lot of people. But like I said, guys, I've had a ton of fun with these. I don't regret any money that I've spent. And I'm going to try to show you guys a little bit of what I'm doing here. All right, so we're going to start off with some Killer Instinct. I love Battletoads. I think it's a great game. I have really started liking Killer Instinct in the last couple days. Or last day, yesterday. I think I got that high score yesterday, right? Yeah, I got some volume today, thank God. me go ahead and look at the chat real quick before I get into this. Just to address some other people that are here. We got the Cornercade. We got Jason Little Alien, best mod in the business. And Biggie D's Arcade. Glad you guys could all make it. You know, we're just trying to have some fun here, man. My voice is cracking, man. Just trying to have some fun here, guys. And hopefully you guys are having some fun too. So let's go ahead. Let me get these AirPods off. What you got to do on this game, okay? And like I said, right now you guys are just going to watch me, and then we're going to go to the other guys. I'll sprinkle in my gameplay a little bit there too. But you're going to watch me for a couple minutes while they get their streams cooking. All right, the only thing that I'm really trying to do in this game, until I get the Killer Instinct multi-ball, first things first is I want to get it on that right flipper like that. You see that little ramp there that says medium kick? I'm trying to hit that over and over and over again, because as I'm doing that, I'm filling out my ball save and I'm damaging the enemy. So the one thing about this game is that you're doing this fight. Say what you want about the characters up there. I don't care. Okay, it makes no difference to me. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to win 2 rounds. Okay, you got to win the first round by knocking down their health all the way down to 0, which I'll start over here. You got to knock their health down to 0. Then their health bar, then it's like, you know, you go into the second round, your health is full again. But now their health bar is red. And if you knock them out again, then you can hit that hole, that center hole, and that's how you start your Killer Instinct multi-ball. That's your goal. Anything else is just a distraction. Let's do Kim. Yeah, it would have been really cool. I think it was either Chaotic or half a dozen said, like, you know, or maybe it was House of Hounds. It would have been great, you know, they could have just totally done without having those characters up there, and you could have just had it on the D&D. Like, you could pick any of the characters, not just these 2, and don't even worry about having that fight up there. Just do something on the D&D. They didn't need to worry about having that animation up there, and then you could have had all the characters. That would have done the IP a lot more justice. Totally agree with that. See, I'm doing this little nudge pass here. Every time I hit, that was really weird how that came out of that. But like when this ball comes down, when it gets about halfway down the flipper, if you do a nudge on that side of the table on a Magic Pixel game, it'll pass it over. And so this whole time while I'm doing this fight, I'm going to be going in a circle like this. And if it hits that one, it'll come over here, and then I just pass it over still. When he says danger, that means one of y'all is about to die. You're hoping that it's the person. That you're hoping it's the enemy, which it is. I think I'm 1 shot away from hitting him there, winning that round. All right, so I won round 1. Now I have to win round 2. I'll try to get in. I'll get into this multi-ball 1 time, and then we'll switch it up. You guys can see everybody else. Hopefully their streams will be ready to go. You can see that I'm trying to fill out those in-lane lights the whole time. That's how you get your ball save. Slap saves are essential. Today, man, that ball is coming out of that eject hole way differently than normal. Like when I got my high score, it was coming out of that quick punch hole. It was coming right to the flipper. Now it's coming way above the slingshot. It's like it's not even a couple degrees. It's a whole slingshot's width. That's why it's like I'm not even that upset that it didn't go in there. We got to be very close to knocking them out here. Yep, it's open. So I just got to hit. I got to hit the center. There we go. Now we go into Killer Instinct multi-ball. All the ramps will be lit, but every time I hit one, it'll take one away. That would have been a really good opportunity, by the way, for them to have done something awesome to build up to that multi-ball, because you've got like a good 10 seconds before it starts. It would have been cool if they would have did something like that little siren that goes off in the song. They could have made that like the volume turns up and it goes like multi-ball. Like that would have been sick. How hard would that have been to do? Oh, I just filled that out. I did not want to do that. Because like I said, because you need to get your your ball save back. And I just lost a lot of progress. There we go. But now that you get your ball save, if a ball drains, I'm still gonna have it. Damn. Come on, it's not sticking in that hole. It's not staying in the hole. Why is it doing that? It's going to have to bounce off a slingshot or something. There we go. I nudged that one when it went in. Oh, we got them both. So now we got to hit that orbit twice. We got it one. Hit it one more time. You bastard. I almost tilted there. Get up there. See how I'm keeping that ball save cooking? I only got to hit that shot one more time and I've completed it. Damn. Come on, get up there. There we go. Okay. So now they all restart. And now every time I'm hitting one, it's 10 million points. One thing that you might have noticed there, if you've got a ball that's very close to being your last ball to get your ball save, and you got another ball that's just bouncing around, it's totally fine if it's going to take a couple seconds for that ball to go away, to totally just not even worry about it, to fill out that ball save. Because the fact that you're going to keep your ball save, even when that ball drains, means it's way more valuable to get that ball save completed than to save that ball. Just casually going to put up the high score in one ball. This is peculiar, you guys. This is not the normal swing of things with this game. It's just do this well immediately. But finally, I'm going to perform right away, right? Remember last time on Lara Croft? Couldn't show you a damn thing. That wasn't good. Oh, get out. Okay. Got lucky. Got lucky. Oh, that shot right there. After this multi-ball, we will switch. But you guys, you got to see what happens here. See, like, I'm playing this and I'm like, I love this. This is great. This is some of the most fun I've had playing a Magic Pixel game in the past year. Not year, but past couple months. I'd rather play this than Shooting the Rapids Deluxe. 276 million in that span, okay, guys? That's what you do, okay? You win 2 battles, you get to that multi-ball, and kick some ass, all right? That's how you do it. All right. Here we go. Let's go ahead and go to the scene where they should hopefully have all of their streams going. And if not, then I will fix it. Let's make this full screen. And let's get rid of Discord because that will just slow me down. Looks like I will fix up Chaotix. It looks like his he's lagging a little bit, but it'll work itself out here in a second. It looks like his DMD is a little off from where I calibrated it, but I will. Let's go ahead and put the focus. It's really lagging here. Just give it a second. If I need to take their head cameras off, I'll probably do that.
Didn't work.
Let me get my AirPods on.
Go. That was bad. Good thing I had the ball safe.
I'll be fixing his DMD as we move on.
Come on, baby. Keep that ball save going. Ball save. Thank you, ball save.
Scoaljo, you are on, buddy.
Oh, that sucks.
Whenever you want to play.
Okay, come on. Thank you. Come on, ramps, ramps, ramps. Come on. Oh, I gotta get that ramp. 10 million.
Fix it up.
Ooh, that was weird.
So right now we're focused up on Chalatalove. He's playing some Killer Instinct.
Come on, you get that upper loop ramp. Oh, thank you. Oh, that sucks. I missed it. Damn it. That's right. Start another fight. Woo.
Well, I think Scoaljo, we lost Scoaljo. It's okay. We will get him back.
Keep an eye on your lights there.
Scoaljo, just go ahead and start a new one, and I'll pull your URL. It's all good.
The outlane lights lit.
They were all slow there for a second, but you were good there for a minute. I saw your game flash.
I try to line it up and get my ball save going again, just like that. Got 2 more guys. One more. Let's get this. There it is.
Oh, I lost him. There you go. We'll see if anybody can get as far as I had gotten on that Killer Instinct. But this table that Chaotic is playing is Battletoads. Like I said, I honestly really enjoy this one. Turn his volume up. This table that Chaotic is Battletoads. I gotta imagine I really got into his head when I told him what he should be doing, and now he's probably gonna be trying to play it differently than he normally does. That's the thing, man. Hey, you know, whenever you're trying something new, there's no shame in not having it work right away. I gotta imagine I really got into his head when I told him what he should do. And now he's probably gonna be trying to play it differently than he normally does. That's the thing, man. Hey, you know, whenever you're trying something. Let me see if I can get Scoaljo back while we're sitting here. Not seeing it. Scoaljo, either send me your new live stream on Discord, or put it. I mean, that's pretty much just send it to me in Discord, man. He did. All right, let me go ahead and put that in.
Tilt. Lame, man.
Scoaljo, either send me your new live stream on Discord, or put it in. That's pretty much just send it to me in Discord. Go ahead. Chaotic, my audio's coming through on your feed if you want to mute me. Let's see if this works. Let's try this on for size. Look at that. Scoaljo, you are good to go, my friend. Let's get Chaotic's all copied up here.
Your audio's coming through?
And let's go and look at some Scoaljo play. He's got no audio. Scoaljo, now you got no audio, man. It's all good. I can carry the torch for a minute. But there it is. I feel like they're going to have a really hard time replicating what I've already done in this game. And my game is still going, guys, and I will be playing.
Should be good. It should be good. There we go. All right. Should be good to go. All right, awesome.
Papa Brad, Chaotic screen and Chaotic and Chalatalove screen is darker because we're focusing.
So one of the things, if you get it around this quick punch orbit or the medium punch orbit, you can come back around and hit your rollovers.
Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing.
Let's see if I can show you that again real quick. There we go. I didn't get that death save. You know, if it's available, I'm gonna do it. There we go. There you go. Sometimes you can hit two of them, which is pretty cool. Nice to get it kicked back up in there. Straight down the middle. No nudge that time, straight down the middle. You gotta nudge with this table, man. Ah. I think we probably need to slow down a little bit.
Choose your fighter. Fight on.
Oh, it sucks. Damn it.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to give myself a drink.
All right. Ball save is back. Go.
Oh, man. Hey, you can see Chalatalove doing the same thing that I was doing there.
Okay.
You're going to hit that medium punch loop there, and you're going to keep, you're just going to cycle that over and over and over again. That's how you're going to get your ball saved. That's how you're going to win your fight.
I'm into this crap here. Come on. There we go. Let's get it up there. Ah, that's not what I wanted. No.
We'll keep the focus on Chalatalove for a minute while he's got
Damn it,
a score
it did it to me
cooking.
again. There we go. Got the ball saved back. Whew. Let's do this, boys. All right. I missed it. That's okay. It's okay. Let's get back into it. The ball got away from me. It happens. Damn slingshots. I did that just a little too early. Come on, baby. Okay. So now I got three lit, got one there. So I want to keep it away until that ball is just about to. Woo-hoo. Come on. Woo! Did you see that, peoples? Did you see that? That was nasty. Come on. Stay with me. Don't you go out, you bastard, you. There we go. Let's get this back under control. No, that's not what I wanted to hit it, damn it. Put myself right back to where I was. Oh. No. Over. There we go. All right, let's get this ball saved back. Oh, no. I keep hitting it in the freaking drop sinkhole there. There we go. Got it. Ball save. We're good, guys. Oh, man. I am just getting a little trigger happy over here. All right, let's get back into the swing of things here.
Yeah, of course, Pinball Wizard. Yeah, that's what we're trying to go for here. Like I normally I'm bouncing around. Look at everybody's playing Killer Instinct now. As much as everybody hates this game, we're all playing it. I would be bouncing around a little more, but Chalatalove's got a pretty good game going on here, so we're focusing on him. As soon as he loses, I'm probably gonna finish. I'm gonna see if I can get another Killer Instinct multi-ball myself.
I am not very good.
And then we'll see if these guys have gotten very far.
Flipper. Let's get it in here. There we go. All right, guys, let's get this. Come on. Let's do this.
He's got another Killer Instinct multi-ball.
Trying to get over 310, guys. Let's get to 310. Oh, my flipper was up. Damn it. Didn't realize that. Okay. Let's get back on this.
Oh, man.
Brutal.
While he tries to
You
get
go
back
out.
there, let's go over to
Okay. Let's get back on this.
let's go over to Chaotic.
Okay. 317. 310. We
And now I'm ill as hell. Yeah, change the game to Killer Instinct. I'm trying to get better at this game, man. Like I just suck at it.
Yeah, well,
But
the only way you can
I
get
am
better
finding
is
myself getting a
playing.
little bit better by just listening to your guys' advice.
oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let me take that filter off. I was trying to fix his DMD. I didn't realize that it did his whole playfield. There we go. Let's just leave it like that.
That's alright, good, no kickbacks. Ball save.
Well, what I can do is I can. That retro, yeah, that's a good idea for next time. What I also can do
Come on,
is
man!
I can turn these filters down a little bit.
Oh. No, I don't even care, man. It's pissed me off. Bro! Have some confidence. Oh, man.
Combo. Master combo. Awesome combo. Blaster combo.
Fierce punch, nice.
Master combo. All saved. You're invincible.
There we go. Close to Killer Instinct, guys. What are we looking at? Oh, no, we're not as close as I thought. Got more health. Nice. Should be able to get a ball save with this. Nope, didn't. Bummer. Combo breaker. There we go. Got that ball save back. Nice. Upgraded our punch. See if we can get it up there. Nudge it out of that lane. Quick punch again. Try to get out that medium kick ramp. I'll take 3 quick punches without doing anything.
Let's go over to Chalatalove. He's in the keys and the killers and the multi-ball.
ball save, please.
I
Brutal.
did the announcer's curse.
Brutal.
Right when I
Brutal,
snapped
brutal,
back over
brutal.
to him.
Come on, ball. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Oh, damn it. Starting to get tired. 362. I'm going to hit over 4, hope. Let's try to get to 4. Let's try to get to 4. Oof. It's a little short on that.
Dude, that's the
nudge
unfortunate
there.
thing is that when you're in your combos, man, if it gets up into those upper slingshots, you just lost your combo because it takes way too long.
Starting all over. It's okay. I keep hitting the wrong freaking ramp. Come on, hit the right ramp. There we go. Damn it, I did that too early. Let's start all over. What was that? Ah, damn it. I don't like that. All right. 20 million. We can get 20 million. Not like that. I'm not going to get 20 million. All right. Got to get back into this.
All right. Yeah, 380's looking really good. That's why we're going to stick over here for a little bit.
Got my 3. Ooh, that was not good. I waited. Should have waited. Come on, baby.
Hey, if he breaks my score, I might have to finish this game up on camera.
Okay, got to hit the center hole. There it is.
Another Killer Instinct multi-ball. Here we go. He could get up to 600 million.
Come on, let's get to 4.
pretty easily.
Let's do this. Come on. Damn it.
Brutal.
And it went
Oh,
down the middle.
no. Oh, my God, man. That's brutal.
407.
407. Not a bad game at all, but that's what we were talking about, guys. That's what we were discussing, is that when that ball is coming down those lanes like that in the middle, if you don't nudge it, it's going to do exactly that, because that stupid center post is going to be down most of the time, and it's going to sneak its way right in between the flipper and the post. You know, that's just how it goes, man. A great game regardless. Scoaljo is playing Battletoads, which has amazing music, by the way. One of the highlights of the game.
It's time for a rat smackdown. Shoot the rat, drop target. Stage 2 complete.
See, like I didn't even see that rat there. You gotta just hit that A.
Zips millions. Totally rad. Psycho pig combo. Zips millions. Get 'em.
There's that A. Oh, and of course the rat popped up right in front of it.
All right, so in a couple minutes here, I'm gonna try to see what I can. Let's see if I can get another Killer Instinct multi-ball. But we're gonna watch some Battletoads here first. But I've got a good feeling about the game that I've got going
That
on
rat
already.
gave me a funky little bounce. I wasn't expecting.
And I do have the
but
#1 score,
all
so
worked
let's
out
see if
well.
we can make it more.
So did that. Nice.
Road and rumble time, and we're serving up pain. Shoot the rat, all safe. We're still in the fight. Stage 3 complete. Thanks.
All right, we completed our
Pop
third
over to
stage. Now we
Chaotic.
just
Looks
gotta
like
hit
he's
it
got
up
a
here
score
into
going on
this
over there.
Sinkhole.
He's kicking some ass in some Killer Instinct multi-ball.
Continue the dominance.
Oh no!
Damn, that was so good.
192 is pretty good though. Look at Chaotic
10 millions, dude. You're right. Holy crap.
coming from behind.
All those 10 millions, dude. Holy crap. That was so satisfying.
Let's go look at Scoaljo. He's in the multi-ball. And as soon as I pan over, he's out. But the way to get the multi-ball on this table, guys, you see those toad drop targets up there that you should have hit the last one there. But you got to hit those 5, and then it will drop all those down, and you will have those 3 lock holes lit. And you got to hit all 3 of those, and you start the multi-ball. And that's literally all you're doing the whole game. Which a lot of people would be like, well, then that means the game's dumb. But I honestly think it what makes the game fun. It's very easy. It's simple. You don't got to learn a big rule set. And there's a lot of skill involved. Keeping that multi-wall going is hard.
Psycho pig combo. It's time for our rat giblet reward. That was awesome. Total KO. Rat millions. That was sick. That multiplier times 3.
Get up there. There we go.
Furry, foul, and about to be flattened. Stage 5 complete. Robo Menace. Hit the flashing targets. Ball safe. Don't fail.
Oh, get up there. Come on.
Kickback reward. Points incoming.
So I got 2 more. We gotta hit that orbit and the ramp.
And once you get a few of these modes in, man, they start to get difficult.
Ball saved. Insane, bro. Ball save activated.
There we go. There we go.
Robo Man is defeated.
I'm playing off to the side here, guys, because I want to get to a, I want to get to another Killer Instinct
So you gotta get that
multi-ball.
ball save, man.
We're still in the fight.
That way you guys can see that.
Crank to the max. Watch the lip.
So you can get up into that lock.
Psycho pin combo.
One.
Ball one is locked.
What a save, man.
Ball two is locked.
That was cool.
Multi-ball here.
Yeah, it was death save.
Gambling reward. Amped up.
But it's available. I'm gonna do it, like I said before.
All right, that's gonna be cool stuff.
There we go. Nice.
Ball three is locked.
Watch him do this multi-ball, and then you guys can watch me do some multi-ball.
There for total chaos. Man multiplier. Ball save.
Let's actually pop over to Chaotic.
Ball save.
'Cause he's got a game going on here. Let's actually pop over to Chaotic. He's got a game going on. Chaotic's camera is really falling off the wayside, but I will try to fix it. Not much to be done there, honestly. If you look over at Scoaljo, he is in the Princess. Here, let's pop over to him. He is in. He was at the Princess jackpot part of the multi-ball. So once you get, I think, is it like what, 10 jackpots, 15 jackpots, you start getting 10 million points every time. He was in that point, but then I gave him the announcer's curse.
Ball save. We're still in.
Yeah, sorry, I'm like physically shaking my machine. And my camera's messing
Well, now his stream's messing up.
up. Sorry, guys.
It's all good. Don't let me distract you. That's why I'm telling you, you should have no volume. You shouldn't even hear me at all. We'll give him a minute. So once you get, I think it's like what? Oh, fuck. Give him a minute for his stream to buffer up a little bit.
Because he went to Scoaljo, and as soon as he did it. Yeah, your stream's messing up. There you go.
Minus.
No, you're fine. GG.
Okay, so let's see, where's that gonna put me on the black glass? 407.
Psycho pin combo. Locks are lit. Ball one is locked. Looking good.
Get up there.
Well, that was our last ball.
right, so here's what I'm gonna do, guys. We're gonna watch Chaotic play this game. His DMD is a little bright, but nothing I can do about that.
Come on,
we
man.
can see he just lost the battle though.
Woo!
Damn.
Going good so far.
246. Looking pretty good, man. No! No! Oh no! Do I stay for the rage? Or do I leave? See, I would be raging. He won't. Bad luck, bad luck. But still a great game regardless. 247 million. Nothing to shake a stick at, man.
Nice.
Let's watch Chalatalove get a multi-ball. I'll do a multi-ball and Killer Instinct. And I think you guys get the picture.
Oh, that sucks. Tilt, you lose your bonus. That sucks.
That was ball two.
See, that's what I was talking about, hitting that rat.
Come on.
And then it's just like, makes the ball so unpredictable.
I need... Woo! Need the ball save. Ball save, ball save. Come on, ball save.
I know. It's like, I'm sitting there like, oh no, man. The announcer's Kurt Skin. I'm sitting here going, man, I don't even need to play. These guys are just killing it. I was like, yeah, I got a really good game, and so eventually I'll play, and then I'm watching guys just put up high flipper friend scores. And like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, so we'll do this for another like 15 minutes, guys, and we'll call it good. One thing I want to do is watch Chalatalove get a multi-ball, get myself another drink, and then I got a multi-ball in the works, guys. I'll show you another Killer Instinct.
Just
Dude,
need
I
the beat.
had 260 on that first ball. I'm still on ball one.
One. Stupid rat. You dirty rat. Oh, I hit the freaking center one. Oh, I hit it twice. What's the freaking luck of that, man? Don't like Battletoads at all. Battletoads blows, man.
Well, Chalatalove does not like Battletoads. You're not going to like them all. You know what I mean, guys?
This ball locked. Of course not. It's awful.
Yeah, Chaotic. It was a great game,
that's
man.
even
You
worse.
obviously took the advice and ran with it.
Ugh. Well, this is not
And that's
good.
a testament to, you know, just the format of the show, guys. We're going to
There
talk
it is.
and tell you
All
about
right,
how
let's
to
see if
do
we
it
can get
and try to help you out.
see if I can make some points.
And then you
on
got a guy
multi-ball,
like
'cause I
Chaotic,
can make
he's like, I'm going to
freaking
try
points
that
anywhere
out.
else.
Goes there and gets 250 million.
Center. This reminds me of fishtails. They're going for the center. Little center
That is a good
ramps,
compar-
man.
good
That's what I'm going
comparison,
for. Come on.
Needs a ball save bad. Just got it. Nice.
Damn it. Bounce. Oh, nice.
Easy
I got
come,
that third
easy
ball back. Oh, that sucked. Oh, that sucks even more. Damn
Absolutely
it.
brutal.
I hate Battletoads. I hate Battletoads.
Oh, the music. Here, I'm gonna turn him down now. The music of Battletoads is one of the highlights of that game, without a doubt. All right, let's see if we can bring me up. Whoa, not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. My bad, guys. My bad. My bad. Let's bring it back. Bring it back. One thing that I wanted to do here, I still need to fix Chaotix again because his stream was not fixed when I had myself up. So I'm going to do a little bit of this. Little bit of this. Little bit of that. And I'll show you how to do this multi-ball. Again. I got a pretty good game cooking here. Oh, you can't see my score there, but it's good, believe me. Let me fix Chaotic up first, though. It's going to lag while I'm doing it because I'm doing way too much for this computer to handle. All right. That looks good to me. Look good to you? Looks good to me. Let's see what we got here, guys. I'm going to try. Okay. Should be able to hear me. Oop. Do not do that, though. Let's let it run its course. It's going to lag for a second because I was doing a whole bunch of stuff, but then eventually it will fix itself. We got 300 million right now here, guys. All right. It's almost ready. I'm going to play, though. And it will resolve itself here in a little bit. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm going for.
Get back, reward. Points by force. Impose your will. Triple combo.
You serious?
Awesome victory.
Here, you know what I can do since it's lagging a little bit? Let's just go to me really quick. There, that should be a little better. Here, let me do my one multi-ball, and we'll go back to them and end the night. Let's see if we can do good here. See, like, they should be, like, pumping you up, like, with some badass stuff right here. Really? A whole lot of nothing. I've never gotten so little. Need to make some progress on my ball save, that's for sure. There goes both kickbacks. Cool, thank you. Oh, you son of a gun. That wasn't it. There we go.
All save. When the bag is ready, your time has come.
Damn! Ah, no good, no good, no good. Well, guys, I will be finishing this game later. I was hoping I could get, maybe like 500 million for y'all, but was not to happen. Let's go back to them for a little bit, maybe get one more multi-ball, and we'll call it a night. Just lagging a little bit, but it'll work it out. It takes like a good 30 seconds for that for it to catch up with all the browser sources. It's all good though. Something to know for the future, guys. This is still all a work in progress, man. This is only the second episode of this. But I'm going to be finishing that Killer Instinct.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Multi-ball.
Well, stop nudging me. Unfortunately,
hell
this
that
stream
was.
isn't all about me. This is about y'all. If you want to see me get a high score, you watch me play on Tuesday nights. That's funny. I'm always trying to beat my high scores, man.
Oof. Oh, look at that! Both of them.
My
man.
God.
That sucks.
Unfortunate. Scoaljo's got a good game going on here.
That's how we crush it. Princess Jackpot. Mad multiplier times 5.
Thank you all for stopping by, and I know we're having a little bit of
Lame
technical
drag.
difficulties, but we're learning. But I think this is very entertaining content when it doesn't lag.
Ball save. Stay awesome, Battletoads. Hurry, foul, and about to be flattened. Shoot the rat, drop target. Rush millions. Street justice.
Nice.
Talk about some heavy hitters tonight, guys. How about these scores that we've seen? You're gonna see Chaotic score on the Flipper Friends, that's for sure.
Nice.
Chalatalove too, probably. I think you were close. You were over 400. You saw it here on the Wizard Room. Unfortunate.
No! Wow, that was our last ball.
That was the last. Like, what can I say, guys?
What? Huh?
So here on in the wizard room. My score.
Guess what?
How everyone's doing really good.
Well, I expect the scores to be fucking stupid sick after this.
Yeah, there's
Come
no doubt
on.
about it. The scores are going to go up.
Come on,
That's the
ball.
one thing about this show that I'm
you go out.
going to keep doing is that I want to do tables that are going to be in Flipper Friends because people are going to want to watch to see how to do it. And you're certainly watching how to play these games.
Hit the center hole. Oh, that was a freaking. Oh, that was fast. That came out of off that ramp fast. Come on. There we go.
Oh, you just got that orbit. There we go. Nice.
Robo Man is defeated. Blocks are lit.
Let's go back over to Chalatalove really quick while he's got this Killer Instinct multi-ball.
Such crap, man. Unless we got the ball saved on.
Oh!
It was going. How the hell did that happen? I guess it didn't
Just
reset
snuck
the
right
ball
through there.
save.
Because the
got
pin
it
was all
too
the way
early.
down.
Damn it.
Freaking center post, man. Like, you guys know why I hate that bologna.
Game over? Nah,
Man, I'm like the game ender.
we'll be back.
I pop over to somebody and it's just like, oh, now I'll drain. No disrespect. These guys are obviously up there with the upper echelon of players, guys. That's going to be a common theme with a lot of these shows that we're going to do. I'm trying to get the best of the best, man. If you think if you're privy to being on camera and showing off what you got, let me know. We got plenty of people that want to come on, and I'm totally willing to have anybody that wants to be here. We're also, this is a good time to talk about it. In the next week, probably next week, because we got 4th of July coming up, we're going to be doing the first Wizard Room exhibition tournament. Okay, it's an open tournament where this first one will be on Battletoads. Okay, because it's a relatively short game. Hopefully you don't do that. It's a relatively short game, and we're going to do a whole tournament in one night. Ideally, you have 4 people, and you have 2 versus 2 for one, and you play one game heads up. The other 2 play heads up, and the winners play heads up for one game, or maybe 2 games, depending on how long it is. If you've got 7 people that want to play, we just do simultaneous play for the first prelims, and whoever has the highest score of that one game among those 7 people, the 4 highest scores, that will seed our little tournament. So it's going to start next week. We will have the first Wizard Room tournament. Okay? And that's why I asked the guy. I said, who wants to win the Wizard's hat first? Because that's what's up for grabs.
Locks are lit. Ball one is locked. Let's smash the rest.
Nice.
Ball two is locked. Multi-ball, here we come. Stage one complete. Boss Walker. Hit the flashing mad spot targets.
Yeah, well, hey, you know what? Retro, you probably think you're just being funny, but I actually really like that. Oh no, Primal Carnage Solid State. Oh no, I like Primal Carnage Retro, man. Well, that one didn't have a center post. That's what I always say. Magic Pixel says, I see your center post, and I raise you a bumper. I really do like that game, though. All right, guys, we're going to play just for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to do a debrief. Kind of just talk about what we witnessed in these games. Talk about how they got some really high scores. Anybody who wants to join from the stream that streamed here today is going to be welcome to join. It might just be me. It might be everybody. We don't know. And then we will send you all on your way. Let's end it with Chaotic. We'll watch Chaotic get this multi-ball, and we'll call it good. And then what I'm going to do is do the brief little 1-minute intermission. We're going to get the discussion window back up, and whoever joins me can join me, and I'll talk you out. But guys, thank you so much for coming by. This was a lot of fun. Wasn't this cool watching these guys put up these scores? I'm really proud of Chaotic. That was awesome. He put up a great game. You know? He took what he learned and he applied it.
Over and over again.
That's what I want all of y'all to do. I want y'all to take what we're talking about here and go apply it in your games. Go ahead and try it. That slingshot thing that I was talking about where you nudge with the slingshots, go try it.
I'm going to do big blind. There's one. There's two.
Ooh! You had to get really cute with that one.
Just missed it.
This is the one where he has to hit the lane in, right just inside the orbit. It's a little tricky. Ooh, what patience!
Come on.
Multiplier times 3.
Oh, look at that!
Big Black defeated.
Now we
Oh, this
go
would be
back to
great if you
multi-ball.
could get the multi-ball here.
Gambling reward. That was awesome.
Ah,
He's trying to hit that last hole.
come on.
We're serving up pain. Shoot the rat, drop target.
No!
Gotta do that.
Does he still have one
I
ball
fell
left?
for that shit.
Hey, because normally they would say it's game over.
140
Right?
million. Oh, there we go. Automatic.
Look at that! Launched it right in. All right, guys, we're gonna go out with this multi-ball. Good luck to Chaotic. Just like Chalatalove said, this is very reminiscent of Fishtails, where you're just going for the middle, like in that Super Jackpot mode.
Oh my god.
Well, that was
All drained, and now I get the ball save.
that was the definition of easy come, easy go. Guys, that's what pinball is all about. Just a brief intermission. If you guys are having the streams on in the background, I'm going to go to the OBS Ninja link. We'll do a quick debrief, and we will send them out. But let's just do a brief intermission. All right, man. Well, we got Chaotic coming in. We got Scoaljo here. Let me go ahead and make sure I unmute this. Hear me now. What a great bunch of games, guys. That was fun. Chaotic.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Super proud of Chaotic, man. You just like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing on Killer Instinct, and I'm just gonna go out and just destroy the game. That was very nicely done, my friend. I hope you enjoyed that as much as it was fun to watch.
Hey, I took it the way you took it, and forget that it's a Killer Instinct game, and just pay attention to the rule set, and just play. Man, once you get that multi-ball and you get to 10 million, that is
it's super satisfying, right?
It's exciting. It's exciting.
Literally, if you just
addicting as hell, man.
If you just slapped any old theme on that game and released it as like just an that game's original, it would be up there with the best. It's just that people are
I agree.
But you play that game just for what it is, man. It's just great, and it was fun watching you score there, and you know that's what I want people to take away from this show too. Is that I know we talk a lot in the beginning, but that's just hearing what people are thinking about when they're playing is going to help you out a lot.
Yeah.
So that's the most fun I've ever had with that. Period. It was really thank you guys.
I'm glad.
Awesome.
Do you have a good time, Scoaljo? What did you think as you were playing those?
Heck yeah! I think I learned Battletoads a little bit more. I haven't gotten much play on that.
Just a little bit. Hold on, my stream is crashing here. I'll get it. There we go. Connection successful. Sorry about that. But yeah, dude, literally, like those sinkholes, like you'd think it would be impossible to differentiate between 1, 2, and 3 there, but you totally can. You totally can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially,
and sometimes you can get it off the plunger.
Oh yeah. That was what we saw in Chaotix right at the end. Right, I think it was right at the end there. It was like waiting for you to get that multi-ball, and like the one ball drain. It's like, well, he's got one left, and bang, right in there. So that's these games are fun, and that's what I want people to take away, because I know a lot of people are sitting there with their heads down and just going like, oh, these good, whatever. Like I understand the disappointment, but just give them a chance, guys. Just give them a chance, because I had a lot of fun, and I had as much fun watching you guys play as I do normally playing. So I hope you guys had fun too.
I did too.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Thank you for this, TomatoGrass, man. This is a blast, brother. It's just
Absolutely.
a blast.
Highly recommend anybody that has any virtual pinball skills join this show, man. This is fun.
Absolutely, it's a lot of fun.
I appreciate you saying that, because that's what, and I'll lead us out of here. So what I want this to be, guys, is it's all, and this isn't just limited to just At Games players either, because I had Nick's on my show last week. He's a VPX player. We obviously need to all have the same games, but if you're into virtual pinball and even if you're just looking to get better, this is a great show to watch, great show to participate, and just listen. And we're all just hanging out, man. Like, this is kind of like, I wanted it to be an extension of what I've been doing. I've been streaming for a year now. Can you believe that? I want it to be an extension of what I've been doing every Tuesday night, but instead of watching me play for 4 hours in a row, who wants to do that really? Let's have a couple guys. We'll share some thoughts. Because one thing that you might have noticed when you're watching these people play, right? Everybody's got a little bit of a different style. Everybody has a different way to play the game, and you can learn something by watching another person play. And it doesn't have to be just me. Like, you don't have to just watch my stream and it's like, oh, that's how TomatoGrass does it. No, you got to see, hey, that's how Scoaljo does it. That's how Chalatalove does it. That's how Chaotic does it. And that's how TomatoGrass does it. So every week, there's no set, the set schedule is I would like to do this on this Mondays nights at 6:30. I think that's just, it'll get me something to look forward to on a Monday, right? But Monday nights at 6:30 is a good time. But honestly, I really would like to focus on new releases because, like I said during the stream, I think it's really valuable for people that do want to do the Flipper Friends. And let's play, and they're focused on the new releases, and you can get all of our opinions on, hey, we noticed this, and we're going to try to show you this. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys all had a really good time. You guys are obviously all welcome back. And Brian, we're looking at the back of your head. Don't worry. Sorry. I hope you guys all had a really good time. You guys are all definitely welcome back. We'll figure out it's going to be a little ad hoc, at least until we get some idea of what's to come with newer tables. And every once in a while, we might throw in an old game like a Creature from the Black Lagoon or a Attack from Mars. People want to know how to play those games, and the thing about that is, we've played those games for a long time, so we really know what we're doing on them. So I think that would be a good thing to throw in there too. Don't forget, I did mention on the stream, you guys probably didn't hear it. Next week, after 4th of July, we're going to be organizing the first, I was just about to call it Battle of the Streamers, the first Wizard Room tournament. It's one night of a stream. You're going to get one game a piece, and we're going to start off with Battletoads because you guys can, if you can't tell, those games don't last very long. You're not going to be sitting there playing for 45 minutes. You're going to play a good game is 15 minutes. Okay. So we're going to organize a little tournament, at least 4 players. I'm sure I can get 4 players. And we'll just see who wins the wizard hat first. Right. I've got the Battle of the Streamers crown right now. I'd like to turn that into the wizard hat. Hope you guys can join us. Hope you guys can, watch us next week on Monday. I'm not sure what we'll do. We'll figure it out. I'm not sure who's going to be on the show, but we got a lot of people that are interested in being on, and definitely, like I said, these 3 guys are more than welcome. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time, and I will send you out with a little bit of 80s retro wave.